Hello students, welcome to the lecture of management. Today our topic is team. Before going to the explanation, definition and explanation of team, you should remember one thing. In our classes, some of the students are asking one question that, sir, what is the difference between team and group? Remember this point. In team, all the peoples are working together for one common goal. हदफ़ मुश्तरक तौर. In group, people are working together, but each member of that group is having its own goal or purpose. For example, your class, BBA second semester, it's not a team, it's a group. Although you are working together, you are studying together, you are friends, but each one of you is having its own separate goal or purpose. So that cannot be a team, that will be a group. In team, people are working together for one common goal. That combination of people is called team. Now let's suppose your teacher has given you one assignment. In that one assignment, you are 5 students to complete that one assignment. It means each of your 5 members team, you are having a common goal to complete this assignment of your management teacher. So now this combination of 5 students who are working together on management assignment, that can be called a team because you all have one common goal to complete the assignment on time and submit it to your teacher. So now probably it will be clear to you people the difference between team and group. So team, it consists of a small number of people with complementary skills. It consists of a small number of people with complementary skills who hold themselves mutually accountable for achieving a common goal. There are less number of people in team, and they are having complementary skills. Complementary skill means, I am giving you one example, then you will know the concept of complementary. For example, a web designer is working on a website to create website for university. He cannot do it alone, but instead he will be needing all HODs to collect information from them about their timetables, about their schedules, about their subject names. So that web designer, HOD of BBA, computer science, all other HODs and person from administration like Waqas Sahib, so they are having complementary skills. These skills are required with each other to complete their specific tasks. So they are called complementary skills. So team is also a group of people or a number of people are working over there with complementary skills who hold themselves mutually accountable for achieving a common goal. All of them are responsible, all of them are accountable, jawabdeh, while they are achieving this common goal. If they are completing this goal, credit goes to all. If they fail to achieve this goal, each one of the team will be answerable to the top management. So this is called team, in which a less number of people are working with complementary skills, and all of them are accountable and responsible for achieving one common goal. This is called team. Nowadays, the importance or the role of team is increasing day by day. Research or a survey indicates that 80% of companies use teams. 80% of all companies in the world, they are using teams. Why they are using team? Because of its greater achievement. And 90% of all US employees work is part of team. 90% of all US employees, they are working as team member in their organizations. Why we are using teams? There are many more advantages of teams, but I will explain some of them to you people. Number 1, to create synergy. What is meant by synergy? Synergy means that the overall result of combined work is always greater than the overall result of individual work. Again I am saying, synergy means that the overall result of combined work is always greater than the overall result of individual work. I am giving you an example. For example, we have got two students, Asad and Aslam. Asad is studying alone for 1 hour. Aslam is also studying alone for 1 hour. After 1 hour, Asad learns 3 pages and Aslam learns 4 pages. 3 pages plus 4 pages of his book becomes 7 pages. This is the overall result of individual work. But if they are studying together, so automatically they will learn 8 or 9 or 10 pages. The overall result of combined work, 8 or 9 pages, is always greater than the overall result of individual work, 7 pages. So we are using our employees to work in team to create synergy in the organization. You got the meaning of synergy. Second advantage of team is cross training. Cross training. What is the meaning of cross training? Cross training means that an employee, while working in a team, learns from other member of the team, or they are learning from each other because they have different skills, they are from different areas. So this is called cross training. They are getting cross training while working in team. Third point is that when employees are working in team, so we will achieve effectiveness, efficiency, better quality and better performance. So these are some advantages of team. That's why we are using team. Also there are some disadvantages of team. The major disadvantage of team is social loafing. Social loafing. What is meant by social loafing? Social loafing means that while working in a team, an employee may not be working according to his skills. He will be working less than his skills, less than his output, then he was working alone. Mean he is not exerting his full energy while working in the team. He is hiding himself from teamwork, and his performance is always weaker than his performance while he was working alone. Or he is restricting his capabilities. He is not working full-heartedly. This is called social loafing. Social loafing is problem with teamwork. So now we are going to discuss some special types of teams, although there is another classification of teams. Cross-functional teams. Number second, project team. Number third, virtual team. What is meant by cross-functional team? Cross-functional teams. A team in which people are from different functional areas. That is called cross-functional teams. Like, I am giving you an example of university. Whenever we are giving exam to our students, we are making an exam committee. Exam committee, there are heads from all departments with vice chancellor of the university along with the examination department people. You saw, different people are involved over there in exam committee. So this is called cross-functional team, in which people are from different experience, background and skills working together to complete a task is called cross-functional team. Again I am saying, in cross-functional team, the members are having different skills, experience, backgrounds and functional areas is called cross-functional team. Next is project team. A team in which members are working to complete a specific project. This team is only limited to the completion of that specific project. This team is controlled by project manager. This team will be dissolved when the project is completed. So this is called project team. Number third, virtual team. Virtual team means that a team in which the members are working on a specific project, but they are geographically dispersed, or they are not together, but instead they are using telecommunication, technology, internet, mobile, etc. to complete their specific task. That is called virtual team. So this was our today lecture in which we defined team, we differentiate between team and groups, we explain advantages and disadvantages of team. At the same time, we explained some kinds of teams. In those kinds of team, there were three famous kinds. Number one, cross-functional team. Number second, project team. Number third, virtual team. Be with me for coming classes. Focus on your study. Khuda Hafiz.